We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver. I was a big fan of him coming out of the draft. Had a video on him for the 2023 NFL draft. BYU wide receiver looked very solid in his week one debut versus the Seahawks. Had over 100 yards receiving, and he even left some plays out there. Like he had a couple drops too, and still had over 100 yards. I think I'm not too worried about that, getting that cleaned up. He usually has pretty reliable hands. He's got great downfield tracking. The ability to win at the catch point, his body control is really good. I really want to see him get more used vertically in this offense because he didn't get too many opportunities in that area. It was a lot of just beating zone coverage, just finding the soft spots, which is very important. Nice to see the mental side of the game. Here at the top, just beating a slant, basically one-on-one versus a very good corner. Guy gets physical with him too, and he's still able to set up this release very nicely. Good foot fire, set this up. Basically gives him like this double split, hezzy, hard stab to the outside right there, and gets hands on him, and he's able to fight through that pretty much really nicely. Look how he gets that hand to the back of the elbow there. That's how you beat the hands like that. So very good job beating the physicality, and it's a 3rd and 4, and he picks up 5 perfectly, secure that catch low. He's going to perform with Kupp out being sort of like that main target in this offense. I'm excited to see. I think honestly, once you see Kupp come back in the offense, he'll be used more downfield vertically while Kupp takes over like this role that you saw him have week one. So I'm excited to see him getting more opportunities where he can really showcase his skills, because coming out of college, that was like where he made his money to get drafted, honestly. But like his fit in this offense, like what I saw in week one, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for him. A lot of these receptions that I'm going to show are just Nacua finding soft spots versus zone here, just running the low cross. He sees all this room open up, just slows down, him and Stafford on the same page. Really nice to see this from a rookie. It's nothing too crazy, but you can tell like once 53 drops back into space, there's all this room to work with. So Nuku just starts to sit this down, and you clearly can tell that's exactly what Stafford want. And he catches it in transition, so he didn't like drift into this defender, and he's able to flip his hips and just get upfield, pick up some yards after catch. His yak was always decent, nothing too crazy special. We didn't get to see too much of the opportunities there, but he still had some solid yards after catch opportunities, as you'll see in some other plays. But still nice to see this type of play, just good heads up, intelligent football play out of Nacua. We got Nacua in the slot, another example of him finding that soft spot, just turning around, being an easy target, and you can see the yak ability too, just fighting through contact, some physicality, some contact balance, and also just like nice awareness to anticipation before the catch. As you can see, like this guy's cheating in, this flat defender, you don't want, like this guy doesn't want him to get wide here, and he's able to, just sit down here. Seahawks out here running cover 2, so he's a hook. This guy's the flat corner, and he's able to catch this away. Look how he transitions his body, catches it, and he's already starting to flip his hips as he's catching the ball to get upfield, and then runs into the corner, drops his pad level, shows off that balance, like I was saying, the strength. Does a really good job fighting through the contact, picking up those extra yards. Definitely things that you want to see. I like how he showed a little bit of everything in this game, and then I just really want to see more opportunities versus man coverage, zone match, those things where he truly gets like one-on-ones and he can, show off his route running ability even more, because we saw it in that first clip, but it wasn't a lot of opportunities just like that. Right here, in like condensed alignment, not too wide, and this corners ends up blitzing, but he's got to, work through the contact. He gets like basically a little chip on him, snap around, secure the catch right near the first down. Him and Stafford being on the same page again. Like, it's first of all, nice to see him fighting through some contact, and then once, just reading this guy gets wider than him. He's open over the middle, just like running like a glance right here in all this space, and instead of running towards this linebacker, he starts to slow it down, sit down in that zone, secure that low catch. It's always nice to see him making a catch low, below the frame like that. Just him and Stafford very much on the same page, and I think that's sort of the biggest thing that I saw out of this connection in week one. Like this out of Nacua, working a little bit farther down the field this time on a dig route. Seahawks in cover 3, just pretty smooth, getting in and out of his breaks, making a catch, just working towards the middle of the field, preparing for contact as well too. We'll go back, watch this a little more slowly. Them in those tight splits again, never get them too wide. But Nacua just takes his release. He takes like an inside stem here to work away from the corner, but towards like the nickel to this side, and even gets inside of him, which kind of puts 22 in a tougher spot here to match this downhill. And he just gets out of that break pretty smoothly, nothing too crazy, but you can tell he's very under control, catches the ball with his hands, does a little bit of a jump at the catch point, which you probably don't want to see, but then is still able to brace for contact and even fall forward to pick up an extra few yards after the contact, which is nice. But the confidence that I think Stafford had in him was nice here too, competitive, working over the middle. Very excited to see him keep doing this type of things in the future. This is pretty like college type Nacua right here. Get off the line, get a one-on-one, have like a contested catch, and just ball skills, field awareness near the sideline. This is where he made his money in college, but just, quick release off the line. Corners late to recognize it with all the motion, miscommunication stuff. He gets outside. This guy's playing on a low field shoulder leverage. He attacks inside stem, gets over the top. I like the hand fighting here too to create that subtle separation. Doesn't allow the guy to get back perfectly in his hip pocket, and then he just tracks it in, catches the ball outside the frame. Good hand technique, and then 2 feet down in bounds. He's great near the sidelines. We'll look at it from the other angle too, but just very comfortable in this area. I want to see more and more of this because he gets those 2 feet down, dead legging it basically, toe tap, good stuff out of Nacua. Those types of plays are very exciting to watch, and I think he has, really special abilities when he's in these types of plays. Last play that we'll break down for Puka Nacua, the deep shot, the one where he just truly got to go out one-on-one, get a vertical on his one-on-one matchup, and it's pretty nice. Like, he just beats him off the ball. Like, that's a Tariq Woolen. He did pretty good against Woolen in this game. Woolen's got speed, too. He's a very long, fast corner. It's not easy to beat these guys on a vertical plane. He gets 3rd and 5 and press, gives him a nice little, skip release here, pretending like, usually when they're, skipping and attacking outside leverage, it might be the slant, and you saw how he ran that slant earlier, so just combining some releases to then, hit the skip to speed release past him, and if the ball is just slightly overthrown off the fingertips, almost gets, this really highlight reel catch. But you can just see the speed too. I love how he sets that up, and I just want to see more and more of this and really get the opportunity because he really is comfortable on a vertical plane like that. And also he had some decent blocks in this game too that I didn't end up not really show. Nothing too crazy, but you can tell that they definitely, they like to line up the receivers, down inside a lot and get involved in the blocking, with DBs down there. So Nacua, definitely a guy in their offense that could do that. So many different things that I saw in week 1 that makes me confident for him. Had a couple drops, things he needs to clean up too, but definitely a promising future for the kid. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.